Hey there, it's Peter here from Full Spectrum Performance, and I'm incredibly excited to teach you how to prepare one of nature's superfoods. It's going to be a game changer for your physical health. It has 92 of the 102 minerals your body's composed of. It's going to help improve your skin health. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to strengthen your hair, and it's going to strengthen your bones, and oh, so much more. Today we dive into how to prepare SeaMoss, also known as Irish moss, also known as Irish SeaMoss. So let's get to it. Your first step is to get your desired weight. Keep in mind this comes dehydrated, so whatever weight you initially choose, it's going to increase in weight and size by about a factor of 12 or more. You always want to use pure SeaMoss. This batch comes from the Caribbean and is purchased over at akimepierre.com. There's a link in the description. But if he's sold out, I also left some from Amazon buyers as well. Once you get your desired weight, we're going to put this in a bowl of filtered water and really begin our rinsing process. Now you always want to use filtered water for this rinse because it's going to soak up any toxins because it's already thirsty, and again you're rehydrating it a little bit as you're doing this rinsing process. As you can see here, I already have this filled up, again with filtered water, but we're going to be doing 4 rinses in total. Now I like the brand that was mentioned earlier because it already comes pretty clean. And while you massage it, you're getting rid of a lot of the extra salts and sediments. It's going to ensure that your SeaMoss tastes neutral for your final product. And in texture and flavor, it's going to be kind of like a rice noodle instead of something tasting straight from the ocean like some lesser quality brands. Just make sure you really work it and you're massaging it under the water so you're really kind of grinding away all that sediment that's still on there from when it dries out in the sun. And once that water is getting really colored, go ahead and get ready for your second rinse. Now, when you're doing these rinses, be sure to rinse the bowl out slightly in between, just to ensure that you're not keeping any of the small sediment and kind of sea junk that stays in the bowl. I like to use a spider strainer or skimmer to remove any SeaMoss from the bowl itself, because it allows all of that extra sediment and moisture to fall through. If you don't have one, the link is in the description, because when you're prepping anything, it's all about the tools. Again, just keep massaging it under the water until it gets murky. And really, once you see that color start to drastically change and it's not getting any darker, you're ready for your next rinse. For our third rinse, again, we cleaned out the bowl in between, and we're really just repeating the same process, the massage and rinse. Just make sure you're massaging the SeaMoss again while it's fully submerged and giving it a nice scrub in between your fingers. Now, for our final rinse and massage, you should notice the size of the SeaMoss has grown already and absorbed that water. This is just reiterating and repeating why you always want to use filtered water throughout this process, so you're not getting too many pollutants and toxins and chemicals from the water if it's from the tap or anywhere else in your region. Not to mention, the water's color is way lighter compared to the first few rinses, so this is another sign that you're kind of ready for that final soak. Once you wrap up with this final rinse and massage, it's time for your final soaking. Before you add your SeaMoss back to the bowl, be sure to give it a thorough rinse. This always makes sure you're getting rid of any residual sea funk or sediment from the bowl that could impact the flavor of the SeaMoss for that final product. Because when you rinse it out properly, again, it's going to be fairly neutral in taste, like rice noodles. Now, whether or not you believe in the power of crystals, which you got to do your research on if you're skeptical on it, I like to add at least 3 to really charge my water. So I like to add these for the final soak. I use 2 rose quartz and 1 clear quartz to really purify the spirit and add that extra love energy into it. Now from here, we'll add our distilled water, again just to ensure it's pure water, rehydrating that SeaMoss with that high quality H2O with no other additives. I like to enhance this food and water even more so by doing a prayer as well. Again, you're a god and goddess of creation and you can manifest what you want, so when you speak something like, "Thank you life for providing me this SeaMoss and all that went into harvesting it, please charge and purify the water and the SeaMoss itself for the nourishment and restoration of my body and soul," you're really amplifying all the qualities because you're putting that positive love and energy into the world. Now, because I have a little kitty lady who likes to mess with open containers of water, I go ahead and put a cover on mine. And that's really all we're going to do. We're just going to let this soak overnight and check back in tomorrow. And here we are, a day later, and look how much this has grown. Our final step is to strain it and give it one more quick rinse using that filtered water just to get anything else that's left over in the bowl from that final soaking overnight. And this is your final product. From here you can either use it as is, or as I prefer, bag it up for future use. This will last anywhere from a week, and depending on the moisture in the bag, 2 weeks in the fridge. But before we go, let's just weigh it before we wrap this up to show you how much it's really going to grow. And here you go. Remember, we started off with 27 grams for our initial weight, and our final here is 332 grams. So again, your yield from the initial weight should be roughly 12 times larger. I hope you enjoyed this SeaMoss preparation video. Your Irish SeaMoss is ready to use in whatever you like, from salads to smoothies, even just raw, making health products, and so much more. This superfood is going to be a game changer for your life. Be on the lookout, because I'm going to teach you how to utilize this in salads, smoothies, and so much more. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you can, please share and hit the subscribe button. Slam that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content from myself and Full Spectrum Performance. I love you so much. Let someone you know you love them. Take care.